Got some pretty exciting news for this video today. I got an action camera. Finally, because for the past 8 years I've been using a cell phone to record all of my videos. And my uncle is in town from out of state, and we are supposed to go fishing this Friday in a couple days. So I figured it would be a good time to sit down and go over the new gear that I had to buy that will hopefully work to actually be able to have more electronics with me while I'm on the water. Because electricity and water don't really go well together. Um, but the easiest thing for me to do is to actually put a camera on my neck here so that I can go out onto my big giant ping pong table I have outside of my room here to go over all of that stuff. All right, this video is a little bit out of order in all the videos that are coming out because it is a couple weeks past the video that I'm going to release of me fishing up in the Neshannock Creek. Taking my moonshot rod for my uncle to use. I'm going to use my Diamondback. I might let him play with that a little bit to see if he likes it. I don't think he's really tight line fished before, but I'm taking up a lightweight rain jacket, and I got a couple UV hoodies here in case he needs one. I'm going to take that. He fits into my Orvis waders that I've only worn one time in the past 6 years I've owned them. I've been wearing these Sims wading pants because I don't go into water deeper than this. Needed to dig out my wading belts, needed to find my old net, and I gotta fix this so that he has an easier way to attach it to him. I think I'm gonna put one of these big carabiners at the end of the net here like this, and then clip the magnetic thing on here, and then this can clip on the back of here somewhere, and I'll figure it out. I don't know, because I don't have an extra net holder or belt like that. So going over this real quick, this big duffel bag fits all of my gear in it, and I have some extra goodies that I'll get to in there, but I bought this bag because I did not want to buy like an actual fly reel bag because they're very expensive. So this is an electronics bag that has like little dividers in it, and it fits 2 reels and a spare spool and all kinds of fly boxes, extra tippet. I got some tools up in here. There's Allen keys and little things that I might need. And also, in the top of this, because it's meant for electronics, it has like these little wire ties and everything. So now that I have my camera, I got my extra batteries in here. These are the chargers for the mics, the cords and everything. This is a box full of split shot. Here's the camera. I got a couple filtered lenses, because I needed polarized, which I thought was really good. And this is just the pouch that the mics came in. So I got these little mics here, and then it came with, I got the one so I can plug it into my phone, but with my phone case, I had to buy one of these little adapters to plug into here, and then it'll go into my phone, just because of the way that the case works. So now that I have that, that'll go down in there. And then the camera actually fits in here, which is kind of cool. I already have the lens on it. Like I said, I've been using this for a couple weeks already. So far I like it, other than the fact that I did not realize that it was recording to internal storage, and I got mad because it wasn't reading the SD card, but that's me being dumb. Anyway, So I got one of these, I think it's called a leader wallet. And what's cool is I could just rip this off and give my uncle all these liters and then add some of these airlocks into that if he wants them. No, that just fell over. Ooh. All right. Moving on. So when I was up at Neshannock Creek, I got this little magnetic fly pouch here. And it's actually really neat. It's got a strong magnet on it. And then it's got a plate that you can put this plate on your shirt, on your waders, whatever. But my pack here, this piece of foam, I've had this for probably 5 years. There's so many holes through it, and I've been losing flies because they're barbless. So I bought this little thing. It was kind of expensive, but it actually, it's doing very, very well. All right, so I want to go over this Enquimpa gear real quick here. So what I got going on is when I'm fishing, sometimes this pack gets wet. So I got to put my cell phone in a Ziploc baggie, and it ends up still getting wet inside of it. So my thought was to buy an actual waterproof molly bag, since Enquimpa's belt is molly slotted. And I know that's not even waterproof, but I'm just opening this up. And what it is, it's like a dry bag inside of a zipper pouch. So I should be able to fit all the batteries and everything I need inside of this with my cell phone, so that won't get wet. But I have to figure out where I want to put it. Because it has molly on here, I could put it behind me where the net, and take the net thing off and put the net thing on here. But I think it'd be a pain in the butt to get into because I'd be like all hands behind me. So if I take the rod holder off, which I absolutely love, I can go hands free at any point. This can come off of this molly and go onto this molly, and then I can put that there, and then it's right here on my hip. So that works. This setup it's off of there right now, but I bought everything individual for this Umpqua belt because you can buy it with the 3 things on it, and then it comes with a really big case on the back, and I didn't want that. So what I did was I bought this as a chest pack. So these arms come out of here, and then this can connect to these, and then you have a chest pack. Or it has a side strap, so that what you can do is you put it through your belt loops, and then you put this on it, and it can be a sling pack. What I do with it is I stick this through here, and now it becomes part of this pack, this belt, and I love it, other than it's not waterproof. So I don't care if my fly boxes get wet. Like, I mean, like, there's nothing that can get ruined in here. My license, my tippet, you know what I mean? I got a big magnetic thing in case I drop things, but like all of this stuff can get wet and it's fine. You open up your fly boxes at the end of the day, you leave them on the table and they dry out. No problem. But now that I have somewhat expensive gear And I did buy 2 extra batteries. So now I have 4 batteries. And mics and cameras and cords and everything else. I can put that in a waterproof thing and not worry about it. Now, this is my old pack. So this is Umpqua's other chest pack. It's a lot bigger. Here's the one back panel for it. It had like a zipper on it. You can put a sandwich in there, water bottle. And it also came with this big backpack. Now, I loved this thing for the longest time. Until I got a camera brace and I started putting a camera on me. And then this is up in the way of the camera and it wasn't working. Then I had too much stuff in it, and like I would go out with this stuff completely packed full of gear that I didn't need for maybe a 2-hour trip. And all I did was open up one fly box and went through one fly box and had one pole and one reel, you know. But now I also, once I figure out how to get that on there, I will also have room to put this spare spool so I can keep that even though there's no line on it. I almost took the line off of this reel and put on this spool, but I'm very glad I didn't because my uncle's coming up now. He can use this one. So I'm gonna have to get floating line for this at some point for my Diamondback reel. Okay, so the last bag I want to go into is this is the main duffel bag. I don't know if I need these anymore. We're getting into the end of April, but these are like winter gloves. Not a big deal to have those on you. You never know when it's going to get cold. I got a new tripod, which is kind of cool because you can bend it around branches. And I have not used it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing with this and actually getting some footage of me instead of footage of my hands and the fish and the reel. So it also came with a big selfie stick, and this thing's like, don't know if I'll use it, but it's in here. And then I got towels on the side in the front here. It's full of Ziploc baggies, and I can't remember what's over here. Trash bags, in case you like take your boots off and you gotta boots. When you take your boots and waders off, you can throw them in your car and not have water get everywhere. Just throw them in a trash bag real quick. I think that about sums everything up here. I also just got a decent order in from fly shops for new fly tying materials. So I got 2 days, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end up I think I need to tie probably about 2 dozen flies to have enough to share with my uncle whenever we go up on the trip on Friday, just in case, because you never know how many you're gonna lose, and you never know what actual flies the fish are going to be eating. So I'm just trying to get this, there we go. These little tippet rings, micro swivels, different size tippet rings. I think these ones are 2 millimeter, these ones are 1 millimeter. Then I got, these are 20-pound micro swivels. And then these are 25-pound micro swivels. Forceps, just in case. Cheap little nippers here. Dry floatant, dry powder. Pumic stomach pump. and a little fly reel tape measure. But I really do love this. And Quimpa really needs to make one of these waterproof. They need to make this exact pack waterproof. Doesn't need to be bigger, doesn't need to be smaller, does not need to change whatsoever. Keep the side pockets, keep it the way it is where you can put it on your belt, you can wear it as a pack, you can wear it as a sling. Make it 100% waterproof. I love it. I'd buy it. I don't even care. I already have one. I'd still go out and buy it. But all right, I'm done ranting and raving. Definitely go get one of these little leader wallets, because I got everything in here extra that I need. I even got a lighter, some river mud, just quick stuff. Throw it in here. Don't need to go buy an expensive spare reel bag. It doesn't matter. It's something to keep it protected and keep it from getting damaged in transport. Alright, I got the rod holder off of here, and I wanted to show how you weave this molly webbing inside of here. So this side, you go through once, through here, back through here, back through here. Now I'm going to come through the actual pouch again. And that side is snapped in. Now over here, because there's only 2 slots, I'm gonna have to do both of those, which is not typical, but it works. Now that comes down into there, and then now I'm gonna feed this underneath of here and snap it back into place. Now that is secured all the way down. And that's there. Now I'm going to pinch this and bend it. There we go. It's a little bit, yeah, it's definitely a little bit tight. I can tell it's not meant to go on molly, but it's the worst that can happen. So now I got my rod holder back into place, and then all this extra stuff, because I went through 2, it fits back down inside of here, and now I don't have to worry about it, and I can still loosen up and tighten it up. So now I'm going to try it on, and hopefully it's not too heavy for me, because I don't like going out and being heavy. But now I have a place I could actually fit a water bottle in here, I could fit batteries, I could fit my camera, I could fit an extra fly box, I could fit an extra reel. I could actually fit a bunch of stuff in here. But the whole point of being this small is to be lightweight and be nimble on the water. Water bottle, net. No, I did not build the entire rod, it's just one piece. But that's pretty much what I'm looking for. So let's see here. Get some gloves on the bottom of this. There's my spare reel. That can go down in there. Here's the camera and the mics. Battery pack. And let's try the sunglasses case. Roll this up. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room in there. Snap. Zip this up. I don't think it's too bad. Not too much weight. I could move this over this way a little bit and get it where I want it to be. I think this will work a lot better. Like, if I get water here, just fly boxes are getting wet. Not a big deal to me. They'll dry out. If I get into here, nothing's getting wet there. This thing needs to get angled. There it is. There's a button. Re-angle that. There it is, locked in. I don't think it's going anywhere. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. You know, catch fish, got your net out, drop this, get the hook, hands free, release the fish, put that back, and back to fishing. Alright, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did have to go over all of that because I'm actually pretty excited. I got a new camera, I got some new packs, and I'll be on the water in a couple days, and now I get to go tie a couple dozen flies. I'll see you in the next one. To the thorax, and bam. Actually, I'm just going to wet my fingers and wet the knot. There, everything's cinched up, nice and tight, and everything still slides. It's an alien! Then this one's going to bite down on that. That's a nice one, look at that. Oh, I lost it! Threw my boots in the mudroom sink here, and after you go fishing, after every stream you go into, you should clean the living crap out of your waders and your boots.